Hi everybody, let's learn how to fly barrel rolls in a stock Piper J-3 Cub. First, let's talk about what a barrel roll is and isn't. Then we'll learn how to do the maneuver, and finally we'll talk about considerations around the maneuver and how to work your way into it. A barrel roll is a loop combined with a turn or roll. Whatever heading or reference line we're using when we start the maneuver, when the wings are upside down, the plane should be pointed about 90 degrees off of its original heading. On the way down the backside of the maneuver, we return the plane to wings level on its original heading. Unlike an aileron roll, we are not going to try to hold a particular line. To illustrate the difference between a barrel roll and normal roll, let's compare the two maneuvers side by side. We'll use green lines to highlight the east-west section lines. Red lines will highlight the north-south section line. The barrel roll starts as a looping, coordinated turn. Normal roll stays more or less westerly. When our wings are inverted, we should be pointed south. In the Cub, we'll let the nose fall below the horizon. Now we pull the nose off the north-south fence lines and back onto the east-west fence lines as we roll wings level. So let's take this step by step in slow motion. I'm assuming Hazel checks are completed and we already have some good reference points picked out. First, build up about 110 miles per hour. Where you're looking is important. Look down the wingtip in the intended direction of roll and do about a 3G pull. At about 20 degrees nose up, combine that pull with a decisive coordinated turn entry. As we come over the top, we're going to sacrifice coordination to make drag and a faster roll rate. Feed rudder into the direction of the roll and pull off about 1/3 to 1/2 of the plane's power. If you're doing these to the right, you'll need to pull off a little bit more power. Transition the nose off the 90-degree line and back onto the entry line as you recover. In order to avoid rolling G on the way down the backside of the maneuver, make sure you roll wings level first, then recover the nose to a level attitude. So now let's watch the same maneuver in real time. 110 miles per hour, 3G pitch 20, coordinated entry, Proverse rudder over the top with about half the power coming off. Do most of the rolling before you do most of the pulling on the downhill side. If you compare the Cub barrel roll to the idealized barrel roll, you'll notice some of the compromises we have to make. A barrel roll has the plane looping, changing direction of flight by 90 degrees, offsetting some distance, and returning to the original direction of flight. That's a lot of work being done on the airplane by free stream air. This means the air maneuver takes a lot of energy. Since the Cub is draggy with a small engine and a slow roll rate, all this combines to mean that we're going to be trading away altitude by the time we're inverted. So unlike the ideal barrel roll, we're going to have our nose about 15 degrees below the horizon by the time our wings are upside down. We're going to lose about 150 to 200 feet in the maneuver. To get this done, we have to get the airplane through some relatively small keyholes of attitude and performance. If you start rolling too late, you'll be past the 90-degree point when you're upside down, and you'll just make a N-shaped loop thing. On the other hand, if you start rolling too soon, you wind up in a descending steep spiral with increasing airspeed. So when we practice, we really have to figure out how we want to be wrong as we work our way towards right. And I'd recommend starting by rolling too late or over pulling into the maneuver, then rolling too soon. If you wind up rolling too soon and you wind up recovering from a lot of descending steep spirals, that starts to get kind of hard on your engine, putting it into a negative torque situation. Well, that's my little video on barrel rolls in the Piper J-3 Cub. They're really comfortable to fly, but in the J-3 Cub, we don't have much power, we have a lot of drag, and not a whole lot of roll. And that makes these maneuvers challenging and also really rewarding. I hope you enjoy flying them as much as I do. Take care. Bye.